Hello everybody, this is NCS, and welcome back to Let's Play Sengoku Gensokyo. Last time, we beat up the Youkai army a little more. They only have 95 defense anymore. And, well, today, we are trying our best to beat them up even more and take over the last territory. But, well, we only have 3 more characters left. Ooh, we feel especially close, nice. I have that well, message pops up. That means you gain, well, 2 levels of faction, whatever. But, whenever your faction level has, well, increased high enough, we gain an faction bonus. What that'll do is, it will let you level up one of your statuses, or level by 2 points. Generally, I like to increase the, well, most useful stats for Madiside would be either range or wisdom. Speed maybe too, but speed of 7 is good enough already. So I usually level up range for Madisa. I wouldn't level up well, the levels, because you can do that easily enough by spending Oki. Whereas for the other stats, well, you can equip accessories, but only one at a time. And you can spend, well, give pills to characters, which are only one-time usage, so... And they're rare to get, so yeah. I generally like to level up one of the stats. So, range up. And also you can only gain 2 affection bonuses per character. So you want to make sure that you don't waste them on levels then. And the Youkai army did not attack us. Okay. Works for me. So, let's try our best and defeat the Youkai army. Since their defenses dropped under 100, should I? Well, why not? They will now be going all out on you. So, well, you want to make sure that you get all your characters in. Kaide, what are you? You are far ranged, and you are not too. Okay. Well, yeah, because now this could be the final battle already. So of course our enemies want to make sure they don't lose. Now, there's nowhere left to run. Ugh, we know that already. I'll make you regret ever picking a fight with me. You didn't need to say so. I'm already starting to regret it. What are you saying? This'll be a decisive battle. We'll show them the fighting spirit of the Youkai. Mistia, Rumia, let's go. We're doomed. Why bother trying? Doo! Rumia, you're awesome this game. Man, it's hard to tell who are the good guys here. Well, Reima is constantly picking on other people, so she is kind of a bully, isn't she? Okay, the enemy's only 3 this time. Usually I'm fighting against 4 people here. Well, yeah, because this is the final battle, all of the official characters will be in this battle here. And ooh, all of the characters will act right after Madisa. That isn't good. Who is the most dangerous one? Wriggle and Rumia, I suppose. Let's attack. Oh, okay, I cannot attack Wriggle, so let's attack Rumia. 100 damage. Way to go, Madisa. Yeah, as you could see there, Rumia didn't take any counter damage from Reima, so that's a little stupid. And it is a little stupid that I started out with pretty much only far range attackers with my human characters, or well, not official ones, I mean, because well, you start the game starts you off with random characters. Kaide, ugh, far range against Mistia and very far at that. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't talked about very far and very close yet, have I? Very far and very close are special, or not really special, but they are at different positions. And, just a Mistia. And for very far, you will deal more damage for close range attacks. Unfortunately, you will also take more damage from counter attacks. Oh yeah, attack Rumia. And, very far is kind of the opposite. When you are very far to an opponent, you will deal less damage to them. But, well, if they attack you, they will also deal less damage to you. But generally it is better to just go to the middle position and to, well, dodge attacks by doing that. Nah, Wriggle is more dangerous here. Because Wriggle's automatic ability is, whenever she attacks an enemy, she has the, well, some random perchance, I don't know exactly how high it is, but she has the chance of inflicting poison to the enemy. And I did not kill Wriggle, oops. Yeah, okay, let's attack Mistia again. Let's... Okay, that works too. Maddening Song, if I haven't said so already, it will randomize the next damage until Mistia gets another turn. So, well, yeah, your stats don't affect that much anymore, I suppose. And if I haven't said so already, Mistia's special attack, or special ability is that she doesn't receive any counter damage when she is attacking an enemy. So you might want to be careful there. Okay. Huh? Oh, apparently I didn't click on Mistia. Yeah, we should be good enough. Another Maddening Song. Not that that does any good for her anymore. Because, well, she's dead now. Alright, a victory against the Youkai army. And even with high enough points that we actually capture their territory. Nice. The country was lost as Youkai corpses littered the landscape. That's cruel, even if it actually was just a joke. Actually, no one died, but the Reima-led army emerged victorious, and the Youkai army soldiers scattered and ran, leaving their leader behind. Now then, how do you like that? Ugh, I still haven't lost yet. You've definitely lost. Utterly. What happened to all your allies? I don't know, they probably ran away in all the confusion. They're Youkai after all. And in the first place, this is the fate that awaits all who try to start a fight with me. So, what are you gonna do with her? Fried or steamed? I don't think she'd taste all that good. Eek! Every insect will have her day! It's a joke, we're not that hard up for ingredients. If we let her go, she'll probably try to regroup and fight us again. Since we already beat her, let's take her prisoner. You know, that kinda reminds me of Labyrinth of Toho. Was it Toho? Yeah. Labyrinth of Toho, where all the characters we beat up would eventually join us as well. That sounds good. And if she keeps resisting, we'll just have to eat her. I'll do as you say, so don't eat me! And so, the Wriggle-led Youkai army that held such desire for revenge against the Hakare Shrine Maiden disappeared from the stage. Alright, the Youkai army has fallen. Unfortunately, we only get to take Wriggle as prisoner, but she'll do well enough for now. So if you take prisoners, you can go to the prison and, well, persuade them into joining your army. Unfortunately, I don't have enough negotiation right here, only 6 of 8, and if I tried doing that, I'd just, well, waste my last, person there. Let's see, how much did you have in research? Oh, I believe this takes more than 5 research as well. Yep, 6. Okay, in that case, let's do another event, I suppose. By the way, the affection status, if you want to call it that, will also raise by winning a battle with a character. So, since Marisa is one of the characters I use most of the times in battles, it is kind of wasteful since she will gain max affection by the, well, by middle of the game, if I just use it for all the battles anyway, but, well, she is the only character I will keep for the rest of the game, for the character size I have at the moment. What's wrong? It was another day to relax at the Hakare Shrine with teacup in hand. At least it should be, but there was something uncomfortable in the air, and the matter providing the discomfort was obvious. Hey. What? How long are we going to let this be? It's not like I can do anything if you ask me. It's just a bit of a bother. They could feel the glare aimed at them from behind a tree. She was probably trying to hide, but it wasn't very successful. Calling out to her didn't seem like it would make anything better either. She's looking at you. She must have some business with you. No, she's definitely looking at you. Ah, gee. Okay, I know you're behind that tree. Just come out already. Her endurance for the facade had reached its limit, and she stood up and called out to the tree. After a short period of silence, the girl emerged from behind the tree. Very observant of you to notice me hiding there. Observant? It was so obvious. Anyway, what are you here for, Alice? A smile started to form on the lips of the girl known as Alice. Her entire body was overflowing with a murderous, pressurizing aura. What I'm here for? That's very simple. Whoa! Alice took one deathly glare at Marisa, then turned back to Aim and thrust her hand out at her. A single piece of paper laid in the palm of her hand. Rema, Marisa! The Forest of Magic team hereby declares war on you! What? Marisa yelped out in shock, earning yet another stare of ire from Alice. Alice's anger seemed to be aimed more towards Marisa than Rema. Hey! What are you so mad about? Are you seriously asking? Well... If that's how we're going to be, then that's even less reason for me to hold back. Prepare to be completely wiped out. With those parting words, Alice turned on her heels and left the shrine. The other two were left dumbfounded at the cyclone that had just entered and left the area. So it was you she was looking at, huh? Just what did you do? I didn't do anything. You have to have done something for her to get that angry. Anyway, I guess we'll be fighting Alice now. At least we don't have to get through the trouble of declaring war ourselves. This whole thing is basically your fault, so make sure you take full responsibility for it. Rema said a little more than she needed as usual, but Marisa took it with her usual optimism, seemingly thinking that everything would work out in the end. So, wait. The Forest of Magic has 3 areas? Oh, come! Actually, we have so 2 now as well. Okay, I don't have anything to be mad about, I guess. The Human Village. The area in Gensokyo with the highest concentration of humans, and the area where most of them reside. Youkai also enter like anyone else, but they usually do not cause a fuss inside. The village sells many basic necessities, and given its protection by an elder yokai. All these qualities make it especially safe for those without any special powers to live in. Which is still pretty much most of the humans, only... Oh, well, I wouldn't want to say a handful of them, because I'm sure there are more than a handful of humans with special abilities. But, well, 2 handful of them at best. At least at this point in the Toho time, whatever. The desk job doesn't do the shoulders much good. Not only the shoulders, but the back as well, if you ask me. However, not all of the villages are powerless. Such as the human, or rather half-human, Kane Kamishirasaba. Wow, I actually pronounced that name right? On that day, she was buried again under a amount of paperwork for the school she managed. She compiled the history of Gensokyo as her everyday work, while giving lectures to the humans of the village about history. She was normally very serious and strict, but she became less uptight when alone. But on that day, at a time where usually no one was around, An unexpected visitor came calling, and she was quickly on full alert. A dignified scholar should not be yawning like that. Oh, it's you, Lady Aku. Don't scare me like that. Kana answered as she wiped away a tiny tear from her eye. Kana would normally not let herself be seen even slightly off the pace in the public eye, but it was nothing new to her and her visitor. Hello, am I interrupting anything? I was just planning to take a break, so not at all. That is good to hear. Please excuse me then. The girl known as Aki went to sit beside Kana after a greeting. She was holding a sealed letter in her hands. If you're here to see me at this time of the day, I presume something of importance has occurred. Aki opened the letter in response to Kana's obvious inquiry. You would be correct, actually. I encountered Lady Youkai just a while ago. What? The Eternal Night incident flashed into Kana's mind. That period was when Youkai and the Hakure Shrine Maiden caused havoc everywhere, and it was natural for Kana to stiffen at the reminder of the incident. She left the sealed envelope with me, but the contents within are not something I can decide alone. Kana took the sheets of paper from the envelope from Aku and started to scan through them. The phrasing was different, but it was generally the same thing that Wriggle found. Information to join the game. Gensokyo War Battle 1. The winner will have any wish they have granted. What's this all about? That question is not one I can answer, unfortunately. Kana turned to face Aki, wearing a worried frown on her face. It seemed Aki wasn't able to figure out what Youkai was plotting either. Large groups can participate, and the approach is different from the spell card rules. Is that Youkai trying to involve all of Gensokyo in her whims again? Wrinkles started to appear on Kana's forehead. Letting Youkai get away with every thought of hers was bad enough, but when it becomes an incident too. As the village's protector, she could not let this slide. What shall we do? We won't do anything. There's no reason for us to get involved in a game like this. Aku fully expected Kana's reply, but she still had a very worried expression on her face. If you're making that kind of face, I suppose there's something more to the issue. Yes, earlier you mentioned that she would get all of Gensokyo involved. Knowing Lady Youkai, she's probably distributed this letter everywhere already. So you think she'd get us involved whether we want to or not? We could just ignore it all. We could, but there is one detail that would not allow this course of action. Miss Kana, may I have a bit of your time? A voice emerged from the entrance, interrupting Aku. The two of them turned their eyes towards the door, to find several men standing there. Kana called out to the familiar-looking man amongst the group. How do you do, sir? Is something the matter? It's unusual to see you traveling with such a large escort. My apologies for interrupting your work, Miss Kana. Oh, Lady Aku is here too, I see. Shall I make myself scarce? It appears you two have important things to discuss. No, do stay. I would like you to hear this as well, Lady Aku. The man, who was apparently the head of the village, produced a familiar-looking sealed envelope. So familiar that the two could have sworn they saw it just a moment ago. That would be... Yes, you see, this was given to me quite a while ago. I didn't recognize the person who gave this to me, but the contents were certainly surprising. You're holding something that looks awfully like this, Lady Aku. Don't tell me the contents of this letter is... Oh, I see. You received this letter as well, Lady Aku. Yes, whoever this person is, she must be planning something very strange indeed. I had decided to come here to discuss what to tell the young villagers. What do you think of the situation, Miss Kana? Couldn't we just not play the game? We should not put the village in danger for just for nonsensical games like these. Yes, that may be true, but I don't think inaction alone will work. Have the two of you inspected the map that came with the letter? Yes. Map? Ken looked down at the sheets of the paper she was holding, and her eyes locked onto the map among them. It showed all of the designated bases in Gensokyo. Kana's face quickly darkened as she surveyed it. This means... That was the other detail I wanted to elaborate on. Miss Kana, as I'm sure you've figured out, we will be in the middle of the whole thing. Oh yeah. The map was large and split into east and west sections. The base right at the center of the map, with the most amount of other territories next to it, was the human village. Which meant, so anyone who participates in the game will have to attack the village sooner or later. Youkai must have planned that from the beginning. Kana felt a slight spell of dizziness, but quickly regained her composure. She had finally accepted that even staying out of the game would not let the village escape from it, and could only let off a sigh. Well, on the bright side, it seems that no real harm will come to the village, so we need not to participate. But I believe there is a reason to do so. It has been something bothering me for a while, you see. This would be a good opportunity if I do say so myself. Opportunity? To display the power of humans! There are many specialists in yokai extermination in this village, and the yokai are sure to pick a fight with us quickly. There are no yokai extermination specialists in this village. All of them are Marisa, who lives in the Forest of Magic, Reimo lives at the shrine, and the rest of the humans don't have any apparent Amaku abilities. So you couldn't call them yokai extermination specialists, and if you have any of them, why didn't we ever see any of them? With the shrine in the state it is right now, we can't count on it for protection. We must defend ourselves well, or those yokai are sure to look down on us. The shrine referred to was the Hakare shrine. Due to the shrine maiden's knack of befriending the yokai she's supposed to exterminate, rumors of yokai occupying the shrine spread quickly around the village. Well, that's not entirely true. It's more like the yokai befriended Reima, but Reima is just accepting those yokai. But well, yeah. You could call that Reima befriending the yokai as well. It's true that we have a lot of people who exterminate yokai just like how they attack humans. Because of that, I was thinking that we should form a self-defense force and proactively join the game. So I came here to hear your opinion on this matter. The many men behind the village had linked their arms and nodded as they had finished what he had to say. At the very least, they certainly seemed full of willingness and motivation. I believe that Lady Youkai predicted our way of thinking, and sent a letter to the village head in advance to facilitate their proceedings. So it's all going according to her plan. Kana was still hesitant, but she was starting to realize how the other villagers felt. She didn't want to have things go as Yukari wanted them to, but it was going to be difficult to change their minds now. Alright, let's participate in this game. We'll be involved in this game anyway, so we might as well join it first. I will help to the best of my ability. Oh, your reply is heartening to hear. You don't have to be worried about us. We will be able to protect ourselves from any unwanted pressures from our enemies. Now then, there will be a lot of preparations to handle, so I shall take my leave now. Have a good night. Kana's agreement was indeed heartening, if the man's even more enthusiastic reactions were anything to go by as they left. Once the surroundings turned silent once again, Kana let off a loud sigh. Is this acceptable to you? I wouldn't be able to dissuade them even if I tried. I don't know what the yokai is planning, but I hope it won't harm the village too badly. I must apologize if I had managed to stop Lady Yukari when she went to see me. she was meticulous enough to make sure the Wooded Chat got a copy. I doubt you could have done anything. It's late. I'll take you back to her mansion. Please do not worry, I can travel back by myself. Thank you for your time today. Farewell for now. Aki bowed politely, just as she did when she first arrived, then left back to the mansion. Kanan watched the figure disappear into the darkness, then looked up towards the sky. Good grief. But perhaps this shows the flow of time. Long ago, yokai and humans were such enemies that a game like this would be out of the question. That was something that no one knew better than Kaina or Akyu. What Gensokyo had become meant that this form of frolicking was actually possible compared to the past. Kaina almost thought she saw Yukari's all-knowing grin in her starry sky, and quickly averted the gaze away from the sky and walked back to the school. And the human Woodage now participates as well. Oh, no, I will not do any more reading for right now. I mean, we're in for 25 minutes already. So, before we get to know what's going on in the Hakare Shrine, I say we better call it a day for now and continue right here next episode. So, this was NCS, and farewell for now.